All right, yeah, what's up with it? Been a while since we had an after hours, Jan. We up in here though. We up in here. What's up with your ghosts and Celia? Yeah, I know it. Look, it can be a bit misleading. Ain't no trailer came out, but the purpose of this is we know one coming. We close. I don't think it's gonna be this week coming. Probably the week after. Let me see. Let me look at my calendar. Yeah. Actually, you know what? It might be next week. It might be next week. It might be like the 7th. Yeah, it possibly might drop on the 7th. Because we know the show come out. It's gonna be the 7th. I'll say it's gonna be between 3 days. The 5th, the 7th, or the 12th. But the 12th would be like, you know, exactly right. Exactly 30 days from it. Which it could be. They could end up doing it, 30 days before the first episode air. But this is the thing though. Since we know the trailer is coming, um, I would like to say to predict what we think would be is going to be in this trailer. Yeah, I do need mine for the hoops channel. The hoops channel though, I don't really too many annoying bull crap come to the UAN hoops channel like that yet. But yeah, I do need some. But yeah, so what do y'all think potentially? Like one thing I think we can for certain say is that Rocket's not going to be in it. I think we can all agree she's not going to be in that motherfucker. You're right. She's not going to be in it because they're trying to hide whether or not she's going to live or die. Right. I think we see Pernessa in a scene solo with B Rilla or Lou. But we already got a teaser knowing that she does make it back to um we know that she does make it back to Neek. So one thing I can say is that I'm bricked up, right? Not that my age is hell. So yeah, that's what excites me the most because I'm pretty sure in this trailer they should give us more of Breeze, right? So we know they said in the theme of this thing that is gonna basically show the rise of Breeze and Breeze and Kanan. So we're gonna get to see some of the moves he's making to get there. All right, my bad, y'all. More about to kill. Yeah, I think he's gonna absolutely body this role too. Y'all active up in the comments right now. Hold on. Gonna be a lot of trigger pulling, leaving us guessing who getting popped, aka gonna be a lot of depth in this. Yeah, so like I said, my prediction, I believe that Raising Kanan, I got two major predictions about Raising Kanan that I've made, and I'm sticking with them. I believe this final season, you know, is going to be the bloodiest season of power we've ever seen, and also the greatest season of power we've ever seen. That's my opinion. I've been saying this for a while, and I'm going to stick with it. I think we're going to get a very explosive, um, intense season. We're going to see a lot of bodies drop, of course. And in this trailer, they're going to show us somebody major die, I believe. I believe it's going to be a major death being revealed in the trailer. Obviously, they're not going to show who it is, but they. I think it's going to be something where somebody's going to be getting smoked, and it's going to have us. You know how we are, the hardcore fans. We're going to be searching, wondering, like putting clues together to figure out who it is. It's going to be one of those type of situations. I think I'm gonna cry my lashes off when Marvin go. Yeah, we know that. We know more than likely that nigga is absolutely up out of here. No way he ain't. They gonna show a funeral clip in the trailer, but it ain't gonna be rocks. I can definitely see some shit like that going on. So let's say this. Let's say it is a funeral, because I remember I showed y'all a while back that there's this background actress that's put herself on the IMDb credits, and she put herself as a funeral goer. So with it being a funeral goer, I do absolutely think she's going to be attending a funeral. Now it could turn out to be Rock's funeral, but it could be end up being a dream or some shit. But I can absolutely see them having a funeral up in it. He said, "I'm gonna cry tears of joy would be really valid. I agree with you. To live, I got money on my boy Lou surviving too. And let's see. They might show, they might show snaps and pop them ass getting up out of here, but we don't show who it is, and how it's happening and shit. Um, and something else that I think could. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. Like it's somebody. I'm talking to somebody about something kind of important, so that's why I've been kind of going back and forth real quick. But so Lou dying in Origin, I think so. I think so. Cause I'm trying to tell y'all that's gonna end up being Ghost Daddy. Niggas don't want to believe me, but it's fine. I ain't gonna go back and forth with niggas today. So what about Juke? Juke, yeah, we might see her final transformation. Rock needs to be around when snaps or pops get it. Would be lovely. Nah, somebody was texting me, bro. Not bad, man. Let me turn this off so y'all won't be thinking I'm getting distracted, even though I am. Nah, she ain't locked out. That's crazy that you saying something about that though. But she was definitely saying some shit about me earlier to me earlier. Oh shit, man. I ain't seen Ronald in a little minute or heard from him in a little minute. I wonder if he gonna be back once this trailer come out and shit. But yeah, that might ain't been here in a minute. What's up, Eddie? One thing I'm worried about this season is Breeze getting killed. Man, I'm writing to 50. The producers and right. Yeah, they I just can't see that happening, bro. Like I said, I don't think they understand how trash that shit would be if they decide to do that. Now, what like I say, if Breeze was to like so happen to end up being dead this season, the only way I could possibly see them doing this is like I said, they just show his body lying there dead, but they don't show what happened to him. And they're gonna do this with the purpose of revealing it in Origins. That's the only way I could possibly see them doing some shit like this. Not know they showing what everything that happens and write them off and just or one season. That'll be crazy. Damn, I was just asking about this man. He showed up. What's good, Rhonda?
What's up? I, I heard it. Yeah.
But how you been?
Pretty good. I'm hearing echoes and stuff. Let me see.
I don't hear any on my end.
Okay, I need to mute YouTube. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been all right, just working.
cool.
Yeah, I'll be having them rough conversations on that black chat stuff. I'll be scared to even show.
Oh boy.
So I'll
Yeah.
wait for something I know.
Well, yeah, we're gonna start having a lot more of these now because I know we're getting close. The trailer should be dropping. It might drop next week. That'll give us a lot to talk about. Um, but yeah, right now I'm just talking about things that I suspect them to throw at us in the trailer. How many time jumps y'all think we get this season? Oh shit! I think we gonna get at least one for sure because I think it's gonna be a time that in order for Kanan and Breeze to get on top, they got to show a time jump where they with them being on top. But the only thing that concerns me with that is if they do that, they might possibly knock Breeze out in one season, and I'm gonna be pissed. But like I said, they might not show it. So if they do end up showing his lifeless body and not show him dead, then I say we're probably gonna get about two time jumps.
What would we need time jumps for?
Well, with us still being in '92, uh, if like I was saying, if they were to show any kind of depth of Breeze, we would need a time jump.
Yeah, okay. That one would need some time jump. Yeah.
And as far as unless they're gonna show a younger version of, because I don't believe that the younger versions that we see right now of Ghost and Tommy is going to exist, and they're not going to show up in Raising Canaan. So if
Mhm.
any form of James and Tommy shows up, it would have to be a younger version, even younger version of them.
Yeah, they'd have to be 12 or 13.
Yeah, and if they do if they let's say they did a small time jump to them being maybe 15 ish or something, it still would have to be one because those guys will look a little too old. And I just believe they didn't have those people cast yet doing, the shooting of Raising Canaan because Raising Canaan has been done for about 2 years now. Like I think they finished it in 2024. So that I don't even think they had any idea those two guys was going to be the new, James and Tommy. So they're not going to be in it. If they show them in any kind of capacity, it's going to absolutely be two younger looking kids. But that's the next thing I was going to ask. Do y'all think potentially Ghost and Tommy could show up? Obviously, yes, much younger, but in this trailer, I feel like they don't need more than
Probably not in the trailer.
we need some characters to get locked up or go on the run instead of killing them whenever their characters get written off. I do agree that we need more than We need more than just always deaths. You can let some of them go to jails. Time jump after Rock's death. One to when Tommy and Ghost first meet Kanan, and then a time jump to go to Origins. Hmm. Yeah, I think going, but me betting on it, I say it's just gonna be one. I feel like they don't need more than one time. Yeah, I don't think they need more than one either. Yeah, I have same fear too. Breeze death being used to build Origins buzz. That's gonna be trash, but y'all can't have one season of this, man.
I think it's the whole season gonna move pretty fast. Because I keep saying the Thomases can be resolved in 5 episodes and unique too.
Could be. That definitely is possible. But just to do that and then skip and not breeze off very fast like that, man, it's gonna suck.
That scene where Kanan is like on the corner with some guys and he talking about making that money.
Uh huh.
Is that from that's from season 5, right? Or
Yeah, it is.
has
That's
to be.
fine. Or they may show that in the trailer just their hands or an arm, similar to how they showed Breeze shaking Kanan's hand in the trailer. Yeah, it was already trash to skip straight into 2002. Well, like I said, I'm going to give them a benefit of a doubt with the skip into 2002 thing because I just got to see exactly how they're doing it. Uh, so here's another. I think we might also see some people in the trailer that we don't recognize, and
Mhm.
then they're going to turn out to be somebody we don't expect them to be. I think that's some shit that also might take place. But I don't know though, because it's one of them that we're looking for. I guess we'll talk more about that on the biggest reveal. But let me also speak on this the final villain. Now I know we got a couple of I guess we got a couple of people who it could be.
I don't understand the question.
So the last person that we see fall that's probably going to be a major threat to majority of the like Kanan, I would say it's more so Kanan and Breeze, and who knows? Breeze might even turn out to be the last villain, even though he just came to the damn show. He might turn out to be. So basically, who is going to be the last person that's going to be in the way? That's going to be doing some shit that he has to be taken or she has to be taken off the chessboard in order for the remaining characters to move forward. I mean, it's actually, in my opinion, it's a lot of people that can be chosen for this. You can even go with Rock. Like, let's say Rock survived whatever it is that happened between her and Kanan, and then she comes back with a vengeance, and they got to find a way to get Rock out of the way. That could have, I mean, it could happen like that. I would say that's the chances of that happening is kind of low in my opinion, but could be. Then you also, like I just said, Breeze. especially if they decide to knock him off in this first season. He could absolutely turn out to be the last the last villain. But that would mean that young James and Tommy would have to be in the picture in order for him to be the last villain. And I just think that's way too much for 10 episodes. How do you think Lou is in a way? But you said we need D Wid's brother introduced this season as well. I agree. I was going to talk about that on the last one, but hey, he could turn out to be a major villain that shows up. Could be. Just never know. Now I know the
You still got
easy.
these. You still got these Jersey people. You still got Stefano. Uh,
Uh,
well, we know Teresa gonna be in the next series.
true. So she must be having some kind of impact,
Yeah,
along with Tremont,
we know Snap and Pops got to go,
right? And I was gonna say that that's the easiest one for us, and it could very well turn out to be them.
and Unique is still half out of his mind.
Right. That's another one that it's so crazy how many people got to be knocked out this season. Think about that.
Yeah,
Like you got Snaps and Pop, you got you got Stefano, you got Theo Russo, you got Unique, you got the Thomases. Then the Jersey crew is still there. It's a lot of people still there. What if scrap people finally step to them? Well, I mean, could we don't know if scrap had
I've wondered about them too.
scrap people.
Hmm.
Well, we don't really know if Scrap had some gangsters in his family though. So you saying Lou is gonna be in the way because he was on Rock's side? Man, the Asians, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, so you basically you're talking about what's Shang Shang's name again? Quan, right? Quan. So you saying Quan's people could so Quan's people could end up returning. Don't think they're yeah, but yeah, like I said, I don't think they're gonna actually be worth anything, in my opinion. So snaps and pop out of here early or midway through the season or late in the season.
I said, what is early? Then the first three episodes.
Well, I'm saying like mid-season finale, so like episode 5 ish or something.
They can go before then.
That's hella quick, I think.
When Kanan got to find out that they setting him up, then their nephew, I think, gonna want to get rid of him. The old heads, get them out the way.
The only way I can see them getting rid of them that early, that means somebody else major got to show up towards the end. And as of now, I mean, Could it be that new dude? What's the new dude that they introduced? I forgot his name. With the glasses and shit.
I don't know who you're talking about.
It's a new dude that shows up, and they say he's like a nemesis to Stefano.
That's that's um that's raising Canaan. I mean,
Yeah, it's Raising Kanan. His name something with a B. Thank you, Demarcus. Pino Bernardi.
okay.
I'm way more than that Hong Kong fooey. Or that motherfucker that's putting you down. Way more than that Kung Fu fooey. I'm the one that's putting you down. That shit.
He not gonna be a threat to Stefano, ain't
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I think Snaps and Pop gonna be there manipulating Kanan more than half the season, pissing the fans off. Then like episodes 8 or 9, he finally get to chew. That's what I believe too. I don't think they out there. That's just my opinion. I just think that's way too early. And so how I could see it is, you gotta have the first 2 episodes of them Kanan still being on some bull crap, thinking that he right. And then like that episode 3, he get a major clue that makes him rethink things and be like, damn, I fucked up, you know? And then 4, 4 or 5, he gets the major proof that he knows for sure that um Rock wasn't the one who did it. Will you will y'all check out the movie Two Spoons of Chocolate with Shamik Moore? Sh- Honestly, me probably not, but hey, shout out to you, my boy. He said Snaps and Pops maybe makes it to episode 6 because they likely mob connected to Peanut. Also, I think there are 2 breezes. So I've been hearing about this, bro, and I definitely want to hear your opinion on this. Let me know how the hell is this 2 breezes thing working? Are you on this bandwagon where they're saying Unique is gonna kill this nigga and take his identity?
No, no.
I'm asking him because this is
Oh,
crazy. I don't heard this a couple times now.
all that time we spent thinking that Breeze was somebody that we already know. The only person I ever thought that it could be would have been Unique, but then I really always felt like it was gonna be a new character
So you
because
think,
all the names and nicknames and stuff like that, you know.
hear me out. This Breeze likely gets killed for famous slash crystal death. D Wiz brother, the new Breeze. Ah, that's better than I'll say this. That's better than Unique killing him and taking over his identity. I think. But nah, bro. I think he's here. He's Breeze, bro. Like I just can't get with that. Somebody killing them and becoming Breeze shit. Nah. Because it makes the most sense. Well, you know, Breeze to showing up. He's you seen him playing chess. We know that Kanan is gonna end up playing chess. And then him coming from a gangster royalty, from which we know Snaps and Pop is, it makes the most sense. That's who Breeze is, people. That two Breeze shit is some craziness that y'all. I understand us as fans, we always come up with insane theories and shit, which I'm a victim of. I came up with some pretty crazy ones myself. But yeah, that ain't happening, my boy.
So what's Alice saying? Who taking out Unique? Rock, Kanan, Marvin, Lou, or Breeze? Is that the choices?
I think it's only between two people to take out Unique, and that's Kanan or Breeze, because he,
I think it'll be Breeze.
yeah.
Kanan kind of looks up to Unique. Even he did even the first episode.
So here's the thing. So let's talk about this a little bit. Since we talking about that, we can go to Breeze. Let's go to Breeze Kill. Now I'm still stay on here a little bit more, but let me just jump on there. So Breeze first hit. When I say Breeze first kill, I'm talking about major, because I'm pretty sure with the character he is, it has to be somebody. They gotta let him take out somebody big. So I would guess you would think it's gonna turn out to be um, unique.
That's a good guess.
So
They done already told us Unique is time is limited anyway. Snap said that.
yeah, but don't mean they're gonna be succeed at it, which I think they probably will. But I'm just saying, don't mean it. Breeze will teach Kanan how to play chess and chop up bodies and to be an e game. Kanan could rob the Italians, and Flossie has the scrap at Kanan. So I do believe it's 100% Flossie that's going to be holding that gun on him that we seen. The question is, what is he up to? The reason why, she's holding the gun on. Could be robbing them because these are the Italians. Why?
So what's gonna happen to all this connect that Rock had? She got all the dope now, right?
Who?
Rock.
Well, yeah.
What you say?
I said, yeah, she does because she's the one had to connect.
So what's gonna happen with all that? Now Stefano had cut off the distribution with the trucks and stuff. We know the Thomas family gonna fall. They already said that. We just gotta see it happen. The Rock Arab connect, that's Hafiz, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but this new unique looks up to Kanan. He was about in love with Kay after he told him he the one that killed Ronnie. Breeze will eliminate Reggie, unique right hand man. Flossie is one of the newer characters. She's like, did they say she's the?
She's a madam or something.
Yeah. She did they say she was related to the Pinot guy? Can't remember. Oh shit. I wonder if Stefano's people goes after Russo and Thomas Frank. So for sure they're gonna go after Russo. We know that. Now after we did so this is the thing. We did see something in the it's been a while since I watched the teaser, but we did see look like Marvin doing a few hits or something like that. And almost looked like we may have seen a sit down, perhaps with Marvin and Stefano. Like I said, my memory kind of foggy because it's been a little minute since I looked at it. Don't forget to snap some pop round
See,
the bank.
Marvin's still in trouble for that guy that mobster that early killed.
Yeah, Banks and Breeze will teach Kanan how to pick lock. Flossy people different from Pino but not Panatics. But okay. The actor that plays Flossie is Sasha Pen's wife in real life. Really? Didn't know that.
You know, that could be a one episode character.
More than likely not. It didn't seem like a one episode character. Okay, so the, another one though, obviously, because like I said, I believe Breeze is absolutely gonna, even if he doesn't do it himself, he's gonna be responsible to a degree to the downfall of his aunt and uncle. And who knows? Because we did see in the trailer, the little teaser at least, it looked like some people were something was burning, and we seen Kanan and Breeze looking at it, and we kind of speculated on who we thought it could potentially be. I mean, it could be Breeze. Some people said Stefano going in his own furnace, but it also could be Snaps and Pop. Then they asked somebody here.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see somebody in that furnace for 3 seasons. It would be great if it was Stefano.
Breeze is in 2 spoons of chocolate dating Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter. Hmm. Breeze love the snow bunnies in real life. Well, so we also know that what's the real name? Damn, I'm trying to think of what's her damn name. Kanan's baby mama. Why can't I think of her name right now?
Jarita?
Jarita. Yeah, so we know Jarita is going to be in here as well. So with her, do you think we get Sean this season, baby Sean?
How old was Sean when Power started? We said
20.
when Origin started, that's the year the twins were born, right?
Yes, should be.
So Sean, he might be somewhere between 92 and 96. Wow, was Sean about 20?
He was 20 at the start of Power. So, with that being said, he was born. He should be born around 94. He was a he was a little. I think he was a little older than 9 because it was approaching the 10th year in that.
That's not adding up.
What's not adding up?
Even if he say he was born in 95.
Well, I said 94, but because one thing I know for sure,
Power started in what 20 what?
14.
Okay, that adds up. Okay,
Yeah, because I actually got the pilot script to Power, and it has Sean age in there. It says he's 20. Kanan got out 1 year early. Remember? Yeah, it was 9. That's why I said approaching 10 years. And Sean was playing college ball till he blew out his knee. He was 19 when the show started. Nah, it never said he's 19. Never said that. Because I'm pretty sure I would have caught that if it did. But like I said, I actually have the script and it says he's 20. Did you see the clip of young Tasha and OG Tasha together? I saw it, but I didn't really look at it. Pickett and Wiley in the finals. Why would Unique put them in there though? Here's another thing that I'm curious of. Do we think we Unique? There's a time where Unique finally finds out that he was absolutely wrong about everything with that he was wrong about everything with Unique. I mean with Rock.
it would be good storytelling, but they got a whole lot to do this season.
Power came out 2014.
That's where I think we're gonna be disappointed is if they don't cover it all.
Yeah. So the major things that I am looking forward to, D Wiz Brothers pretty high on the list. Even if he only show up one episode, you gotta like just let him show up so we can find out who he is. Um, Unique finding out about the Rock situation. Obviously, we're pretty sure that Kanan's gonna find out what Snaps and Pop them did. And then what else is out there? I mean, we know that the lawyer talked to talked to Rock about potentially, taking up that deal to snitch on the Italians for a getaway free card. So that's still out there. What else is still out
Yeah,
there?
and that's tied to her fate, dead, alive, in a coma, or what?
Uh-huh. Make D Wid's brother turn out to
The
be
the, the,
Zion.
the pregnancy is still out there.
Well, you know about the Zion situation. I was the first one to catch that. Then a couple of other people tried to catch on.
What you
But
mean?
I like I said, I believe he's too young to turn out to be him. So Zion could turn out to be the son of Will's brother, perhaps, but not him. Because Zion looked like he was about, if we really thinking about it, you really look at him, he looks like he's mid 30s. That's what he looks like. Mid 30s, early 40s. That's what he looked like. Maybe 40. So if that's the case, that's way too young to be D Wiz's brother. Because D Wiz brother is older than Kanan. And at this point, Kanan and them should be about 50 going on it. So yeah, it's no that's a unless it's just they fucked up some shit, which is possible with Ghost because they fucked up a lot of shit. But he just looks too young. But that name Washington carries some weight. Now another person that he could turn out to be is he could turn out to be um let's say D Wiz that one time he got to smash that girl. Let's say she ended up getting pregnant by the little nigga, and it be his son.
That girl didn't even know who he was.
True. But she could easily go out, Lou knew who he was. Lou knew who he was. So Lou could just be like, yeah, that was that's D Wiz.
Okay,
But like
well,
I said, I don't believe that's
that's
what
a,
it
that's a,
is.
that's a stretch. So we're
A
gonna.
super scratch. But I'm just throwing it out there. I
Who
figured
said that Zion is D Wiz's brother?
you said what?
Who's what is Demarcus talking about? Somebody said that Zion is D Wiz's brother. I mean, that could be another brother that's younger.
Yeah, I said that too. That could be a possibility. But I was the first one to say that, so it doesn't matter. I know that for a fact. I was the first one to say it because when that episode first dropped and um, Tate said that his full name was Marcus Zion Washington, I I saw it immediately, and because I actually was maybe 30 minutes late watching the episode, so I was like, damn, somebody else might catch this before me. But I made sure I screened everybody's
I might have caught it before you, Jade. Actually,
where I was talking about
I-
as far as people putting it out in the public.
that's what I'm talking about.
How's that?
Because I put it in somebody's comments when I saw it. I caught that name immediately. Then I started talking about all the Washingtons and including Tamika.
Well, what I'm saying is, as far as the power content creators, I was the first one put it out there because I made sure I checked Mark Dart, Getting How I Live, all the other ones.
I put it on
Nobody had.
somebody. I don't know if I put that on. It's just B or somebody.
But yeah, so once I put it out there, I scanned it. Nobody else had it. Then later, maybe 10 hours later, or whatever it was, your boy, what's his name?
Because
Down.
I remember telling you that Crown Camacho's name was Washington too.
Yeah, but that was much after that than I even heard about that. But yeah, I told then Fair Play came later, but typical. Fair Play does that. So. Speaking of which, somebody told me a while back that Fair Play lost got demonetized or his channel deleted. I forgot all about it, but is that true? Because I haven't checked. What the hell was his name? Power Boot. Hold up. Oh, no, he's still here. He's here. I seen him come out. It's a video out here that he did. Maybe it's possible. Maybe they demonetized him for a little while. 'Cause I know that be happening, and then people get it back. Damn, no, they must have did some major shadow banning on him though. This shit, his views all the way down. Like damn, like I ain't gonna lie, this shit bad. Like I'm seeing 8 views, 13 views, 7 views. Like this is hell. Damn, this one say 4 views. Yeah, they might be fucking. They fucking their mind over right now. I don't know why. I don't know what be going on with that, bro. To be honest, but sometimes it be like they be hard on that copyright shit. Like if you copywriting, and this is the thing: if you get hit with a copyright strike, and whoever the owner of it actually, um, the owner of it actually like reports you, they'll delete your shit because they take that serious. I wonder also will Feds still investigate Howard and Andre Barnes' death? That's another thing I think should happen. Um, they should they should definitely give the law enforcement a win this year. Like stop always making the law enforcement take major L's. Give them folks a win, man. So, uh, so D Wee's brother. Matter of fact, the biggest reveal. What? Well, I know what the biggest reveal that's still out there that could turn out to be somebody. Somebody gonna start hating once I say it. But the biggest reveal could be turning out that Lou got a son out there. But this besides that, um, what else is still out there that could be a major shocker?
Well, if you're gonna say that, I can say my theory
No, you can't.
that Lou's mama was not Joyce.
That could be true, but it can't be rock. That's the only problem.
Well, the first reveal's got to be what's the deal with Raquel.
You said what?
The biggest reveal has got to be what's up with Raquel. Well, that's gonna be the first reveal anyway.
Yeah, that's gonna be early, and then that's something expected. What I'm saying is something that's unexpected. Then it turns out folks like, damn, bro.
What
Not
about the theory that Panessa is gonna kill Lou?
Vanessa killing Lou would be wild for real. Like that would be absolutely
She
wild.
likes waving guns around.
Do I think it will happen? Absolutely not. But that would be crazy. Where is this?
Well, let's ask the chat a question. If Raquel is actually shot, okay, let's just say just shot. Who shot her?
Let me tell y'all. After they answer that, I got a crazy reveal that a fan said. It's not true, but I just want y'all to be able to laugh at it the way I did. My boy CG sent it to me like yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever it was, and it was absolutely insane. Like some of the fans be out of they might be on their crack that Bradford. I think Rock goes into Witset like Tasha did. Too many mob characters. She could. Marvin going out like Kanan did in a shootout with the Jakes. It would be interesting if Jerome eliminated eliminate B Rilla out of self defense to save Vanessa. So let me tell y'all what this crazy fan theory is. The shit is funny. This fool said, I believe Ghost and Jukebox. Let me repeat that. I believe Ghost and Jukebox relationship is that they was closer than what we thought. And it's going to be revealed that Ghost and Jukebox messed around. It's already funny. Messed around back between Kanan's back behind Kanan's back, and they eventually had a child together. And they sent that child off to Chicago, and it's going to be revealed that's Shanti. Is the child of Ghost and Jukebox. Just think of it. She has the look of Jukebox and the braids of Ghost. And Ghost could kill Kanan because he has a child with his cousin. And since Ghost sent Kanan to prison, Jukebox wanted revenge for Kanan and for having a family with someone else and turned out successful on top of the drug game while her and Kanan have to fight for their rightful place as top of the South Side. And it would add insult to wounds if Kanan slept with Tasha and goes not knowingly having his get back by having a baby with Jukebox and Shanti being Ghost and Jukebox Child can add to the legacy spinoff. So, which show that St. Patrick and Thomas family bloodline running in the current time. That is hilarious, right? People don't be giving a fuck what they come up with, bro. Like I'm like, bro, I don't know what the hell you was smoking when you came up with this, but that one is crazy.
But my theory don't work.
Mm, This this might be worse than your theory. I mean, honestly, I don't know that because, like I told you, the age don't with yours. But I mean, you're right. Studs do be giving it up sometimes. They do happen. Studs just decide they want to try that. Then sometimes they just full on just switch all the way. But them actually having a child and shit, come on. And it being Shanti, like here's another thing. The age don't I don't think the age quite adds up either. Cause Kanan is about 4 to 5 years older than Ghost. Jukebox is a year older than Kanan. And let's just say, so basically Jukebox ended up messing around with a minor, had to be. In order for this to even have any chance of having some validity to it, she had to have been messing around with a minor. Because keep in mind, she's 6 years older than Ghost.
And she went off to DC too, right?
Yeah, she went out to DC. Um, let's see, because they when Power started, they said, well, in season three, they said she had been on the force for how long? Was it 11 years or something?
I thought it was something like 8. She got on the force after Kanan went to jail, right?
I don't know. Can't quite remember.
Because he didn't know she was a cop till he got out. Correct?
No, I don't know. I don't know. They didn't really necessarily.
Because he made some. It's like he didn't want to really trust her at first, and was talking about
Yeah,
blue and all that.
yeah, I remember that. But I mean, it's not 100% confirmation that he knew whether he knew she was a cop or not yet. But I don't know. It do kind of seem like it. Snaps and Pop could eliminate Marvin and Jukebox eliminate Snaps and Pop. Juke could be pissed that Kanan still worked with Breeze and gave Kanan that scar. Yeah, I remember you saying that. But yeah, that shit was pretty damn funny when I saw it. Like, yeah, y'all,
Now
you
that would be a good reveal, the scar. But they could rewrite that, not even cover that. But Courtney did said that she gave him that scar when they were kids. And she said when they were kids.
well, unless they, well, we do know that Sasha not directly keeping up with all the timelines that she had originally. So I mean, could end up giving it to them in their teenage years.
Are we sleeping on Tremont being in season 5?
No, I think he has to be in season 5 because I don't think they would decide to put him in Origins if he's not in season 5.
Could he have come back on Rock?
Could be because I mean I did think when I saw that they allowed him to live that he's probably gonna come back to hunt Rock or Marvin. But only thing, like I said, it just kind of don't make sense to me if he did come back to get revenge on either one of them. The fact that in 2002, Kanan or Jukebox allows him to live. Or keep in mind, because I believe Origins is going to be dealing with a lot of flashbacks. Maybe he's in Origins, but he's actually dead in 2020. I mean, in 2002, but he's alive, in the 90s. Could be that. Quentin Kim don't write the show anymore, so Sasha Penn could just write off Kanan got the scar while he was locked up in prison. Yeah, yeah, he can definitely do that for sure. Although she is still involved with the show, like I said, because my homeboy he told me she was there for their table read. Here's a twist: is Trayvon a Fed? Hmm. Now that's something I can see his ass doing. He look like a type of nigga that'll be an informant. Yeah, but I'm definitely waiting on this trailer though. This trailer probably gonna be damn good. Get a lot of material out of it, and it definitely gonna spark some things.
So I wanna try to piece together that last scene where they ended the season because I think we're still missing something with that.
The shot at the end.
Yeah, that whole from the time that she's standing in those French doors on the phone talking to somebody, jukebox is calling somebody while Kanan is on his way over there. Okay, and it just still I believe she's shot, but not by Kanan. Seemed like to me he was I still say he was aiming past her.
I mean, yeah, the way the trajectory of his eye,
Yeah.
looked
So
like
if
he.
somebody was outside behind her, then who was it? Now we know Breeze, not Breeze, Unique had been turned loose to go after them because they first tried to get Marvin while Lou is kidnapping Panessa and Jerome. Rock was probably on the phone with who was she on the phone with?
Well, we had a little dispute about it. Both some people believe that it was Lou, some people believe that it was Stefano. Could also be her connect, Happy.
Well, who was she talking about? She was talking about was she talking about Unique? Because she was referencing, I thought she was referencing what Lou had done.
Well, yeah, she was referencing the fact that she kidnapped. That they now had Neek's family for sure.
Because
But
Unique was running around burning up stuff, right?
yeah, Unique sent his crew and they threw those, little gas bombs inside of the fish shop or whatever that is, the restaurant.
So I see Alice said she was talking to Stefano or Lou. DeMarcus said it was Hafiz on the phone. And I think whoever was on the phone heard Kanan come in and start talking before she hung up.
DeMarcus, your ass be saying crazy shit too. First off, they don't even mean that he. You do know when he got him out, when she got him out of prison, that was earlier. You acting like he can't become a informant later. He could. They could easily write in there something happened that he got caught up in, and he becomes their informant. They could easily write that in there. You acting like that's impossible just because Rock got them out with Andre. It don't make sense. Now, am I saying that he's a fad? No, but you can't rule out the possibility of it just because she used Andre Bonds to get them out of prison. They don't prove anything.
So what's their thoughts on Raquel in the chat? See, once we know that, then everything can fall into place. They can do what they want to do, but they got to resolve that first.
Rock will talk at the but the market remembered Draymond quickly broke the deal with Rock to get close to Rakim. Yeah. Nobody's opening Richard. Nah, I don't know what you're gonna wait too far for that. I don't care. Trey Mike is not even a character that really interests me too much. It is I guess somewhat curious of why they're choosing to have him in origin. Hold on, what did you say about Rock though? What did we think of her? What? Oh shit.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I was just wondering what people really think about what happened with her. I mean, that's got to be the first thing that's resolved, and then everything else can fall into place. Because the Thomas family is gonna fall, right?
More than likely.
But that don't mean she's dead. I don't think she's dead. But what kind of condition is she in, or did she get hit at all? They keeping that covered up real nice. And then got Marvin standing at a grave site. Let's see. I halfway agree with Demarcus about Trayvon because he could have been one that was going after her. That was out there in the yard. Somebody was in that yard. I just believe that.
What do you think? Rocky is in a coma, wakes up, then Marvin dies. Hmm. Yeah, I think it's a strong possibility of that coma situation too.
And then Patina Miller on some interview said she hoped her presence would be felt.
Well, I thought she said her presence will be felt. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, it was kind of that was kind of saying she'll be around.
Yeah, yeah, right, Ali. They did already do that with Monet, and it's kind of crazy if they decide to, you know, double back and do it again. This is curious. This is interesting though. We almost there though. One more goddamn month before we get to the start of it.
Have you watched season 4 again?
No, I haven't, but I will be watching it
I
again.
will.
We'll watch all four seasons over. We be actually watching all of it on Discord. I know you don't be in there like that, but we watched um, the full series of Power, the original one already, and we started on Ghost. We in season 3 right now. Ghost. Probably I'll be finishing that up within the next maybe next 2 weeks, and then we're gonna start on Raising Kanan and try to knock that out you know um, before the new season comes.
So if I go in the Discord, what I have to click on? I be lost in that.
So um, when you go up in there and you click on I don't know how many um, pages you're subscribed to on Discord, but if you click my group and then you scroll down to where it says voice channels, you'll click. It's gonna say watch party, and then it's gonna say right under that general voice. You'll see a bunch of other people connected to it anyway. You click that, then it's gonna say watch stream, and you'll be able to see what we watching. And
And
yeah,
what time of day you be doing that? Or time of night?
well, Allie be the one putting it on, but she be doing it like your time. What is it? Eight
I'm in
o'clock.
Central. I'm in Central.
I know. So she be putting it on like 8 o'clock your time or 9. Yeah, something like that. 8, 9. So basically around the time that I started this live, a little before that,
Mhm.
an hour before that, maybe 30 minutes before, whichever. But yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna knock those out and shoot. But I'm definitely waiting on this trailer and stuff. Once the trailer comes out and we start seeing them doing a lot of marketing and stuff like that, I'm gonna try to pull some of those actors on the channel. We try to start doing some interviews.
On YouTube.
Yep. First on my list is definitely gonna be, but that my well, I'm gonna say my priority. It's gonna try to be Patina, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll try to get her, and then Patina. Top of my list would be Patina, Shamik, and who else? Would- I think Marvin for sure would do it. He seems super cool down there. He'll do it.
See if you can get Glennis O'Connor.
Who?
Glennis O'Connor.
Who is that?
Shirley Beaumont.
Who?
Sure. Shirley at Cafe Vu.
Oh, I mean, sure, if she's part of the new season. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get Joey Badass too for sure. Yeah, he's definitely high on it. Makai would be cool. Try to get Jukebox on here too. Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get everybody. Trust me. I'm just telling y'all who the priority would be. But I'm gonna reach out to all.
Who is Shirley's ex from high school?
He's saying you, she, that's your ex, I think, right?
No, she was a movie star.
The crew has ain't been. Hey, who I saw? I did see that. Josh Peck was on the new episode of the crew has. Was that, anybody watched it? But I ain't been really tuning in like that since they kind of went away from the power thing. I ain't really been paying attention. Yeah, partisan probably would do one too. I can see it. Oh, really? So it was it was good. You know what? I'm gonna go and check it out. I was growing up as a kid. I was a Drake and Josh fan. So I watch it. I just ain't had time to do it. Get Courtney Kemp. I don't know if I'll be able to get her because she's not, directly attached to the show like that. I can try to reach out to her and see, but she probably wouldn't be too easy to get. And then she's probably promoting going to be promoting Nemesis too, right? When is Nemesis coming out? wonder if we see Jessica in season 5. That's a good question. Uh, I don't know. Did I?
If Lou get killed,
Yeah, for sure. I would say we would see her if that happened.
but
But
she didn't show up for what's his face, famous.
yeah, what's Nemesis about? I mean, Nemesis, honestly, from what I could see, looks like it's similar to Power. I mean, it's not the exact same storyline, but they got a guy that's like goes somewhere. And I don't know. I haven't read too much on it, but just judging off the trailer. So it's gonna be May 12th, you said. So
What did Courtney say was supposed to be the original title of Power?
I forgot.
I bet DeMarcus know.
Oh, okay. So you say all 8 episodes isn't dropping on May the 12th? So are they? Is it possible that Netflix is gonna do a thing where they do one at a time?
Yeah, price. That's it. There's a price to be paid. She was taking that from Alcoholics Anonymous. That's right. There's a price to be paid.
So it's gonna drop weekly. That is good. Now that's something I didn't know. That's gonna make this way more exciting. And now that means I'm gonna dig more into Nemesis then, because that's the only thing that I hate about Netflix shows. Them not doing it weekly. I know a lot of people love the bench watch and stuff, but me, I'm not one of them. I like that thrill and the expense of suspense of wanting to see what happens the next week. You gotta wait. And of course, it's much better for the content creators.
I was able to binge watch Beauty and Black for some reason. It's like for the first time I watched it, I was hooked and just kept, and that shit was crazy as hell. But
Yeah,
I was able to.
but imagine if Beauty and Black was one episode at a time. It would have been so much better for me. Goodness. Rock should murk Pops because it rhymes. They clearly know about each other from back in the day. Definitely some history between them.
Pops, remember when Rock was jumping rope or something? Like she knew
Yeah.
Pops about in her early 50s and Rock in her early 30s.
Um. Well, she said it's nothing like power, but it does. It gives a power feeling to it. I'll say that.
Yeah, Pop knew Def Con and Ronnie was gay.
Told y'all that y'all be hoping and wishing about a lot. What the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Anyways, boy. Actually, let me check these times for these games tomorrow. I know I gotta watch to make sure. Man, them folks beat the brace out of Atlanta. That's crazy. Atlanta should be ashamed. So, oh yeah, we can do it live tomorrow night too. Since that Lakers game gonna be over by like 9, yeah. I don't know, Mike. We'll see. I might I might be talking shit on them niggas tomorrow night. If the Lakers lose, I'm gonna be on their ass. See, careful. Look at yeah, you know what? Definitely yeah. You know, I haven't seen any of the Oval yet either, bro. It's crazy. But Demarcus, you said they took it out for Paramount, right? Did you say they did that? Nemesis is giving me a mixture of New Jack City and Cross and Too Deep vibes. Okay. If it goes 7, the Lakers going fishing or whatever they do for this. I just really need that to happen. That's all I know. Because I'm gonna be talking so much shit. I ain't not gonna be happy. Amari Harper will be in Where's the Smoke by Tyler Perry. That's a movie? Anyways, people, I think we better go ahead and end it. I've been streaming almost all fucking day. I've been on big. I don't did more than a whole shift today. The basketball one definitely ain't supposed to been going on as long as it did, but hey, it turned out pretty damn good. I haven't seen anything about Amari being in Where's the Smoke. So is that a movie or a show though? That's what I'm asking. Because there is a show, I seriously doubt it. That's a show with Da Vinci and Tyler Perry, Tyler Lipley, Benny from the house. Yeah, I know who Tyler Lipley is. Okay, so
He
yeah,
be
I
on
would
P,
say
he be
that,
on P Valley too.
yeah, he's on P Valley. I'm gonna say this: there's zero chances that Amari Harper is on that. I seriously doubt it because Tyler Perry typically don't pay as much, especially not what Amari Harkwood would be asking for. There's no way. Because Tyler Perry, like, he'll do some stuff like pay you 100,000 for the season. That's the type of money his stuff is. Now, maybe if you're a special character, he'll do more than that. But typically, yeah, I just can't see him because Amari's asking price would be what he was getting on Power at minimum, and I seriously doubt he would even take that. So that means if Tyler Perry was to do, because typically with Tyler Perry shows, it's he be doing like 16 episodes and shit in the season. Could be different this time, but either way, I think Amari Harvard is kind of out of the asking price for him for a TV show. Now, if it was a movie, it could be a little bit more believable. Or it could, if let's say he is, and they are, let's say they agree to 500K an episode, or a certain amount per day, which is could be what they agree on. The Tyler Perry shoots very fast, so if they do a, let's say they do a 10 or 16, let's say they do something like 16 episodes, and he shoot it in 7 days. As crazy as that sounds, Tyler do shit like that. Or let's say they shoot it in 10 days, because seven days kind of sound kind of crazy for 16 episodes. But let's say they do it in 10 days. Either way, that's still a shitload of money that Tyler typically don't do for television. So I just find it hard to believe.
They film those day or they used to anyway, film them daytime soaps in a day, like an episode a day.
Yeah, but that's um, a soap is different from a soap is different from a
A
drama.
Tyler Perry TV show.
Tyler Perry does his stuff like that. So, like I say, it could be done. Tyler does, but that's why I said 7 days would be pushing it even for Tyler if it's 16 episodes. But I know they said the new season of Beauty in Black is gonna be um, the new season of Beauty in Black. I think they said it's only gonna be 6 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, which is crazy. But that's what I heard. And they say he shot that in 4 days. Yeah, the haves and have nots is a soap, I believe. Yeah.
He ruined that series with the ending.
Yeah,
How they ended it.
he know that. His ass know that shit.
Yeah, Tyler Perry like him. He likes some light skinned boys anyway.
I will send a clip of Tyler Perry and Amari Hardwick. Don't forget, Amari Hardwick was in For Color Girls, but yeah, I'm well aware of him being in For Color Girls. But you got to also remember his he wasn't nearly as popular during that time, so you could get him for a much lower asking price. He also, most importantly, wasn't signed with CAA. This is even before Power, so that doesn't prove anything. Now, saying you're gonna send the clip, cool. That's good. I'll check it out. That's also why I asked, was it a movie or a show? Because a movie, you know, I know he paid Taraji, I think 100K for some of her stuff, but Amari's asking price is going to be higher than that. And I'm just saying, Tyler just typically, I would love to know what he was paying Michael Jai Wright. I mean, White for Why Did I Get Married? Because I know he's signed with Gersh, and Gersh is a pretty big agency as well. So I know the asking price for him got to be kind of up there as well.
Is Amari Hardwick really all that popular other than with some Power fans?
Um, Not really, but the thing is, Power is massive. Power has a very large fan base.
I think he ran his mouth too much. But all that might have been staged too. So have you accepted that Ghost is dead?
Absolutely not. But and a surprise appearance, yeah, could be a thing. Like say he does one episode, yeah. But if it's a thing where he's like a reoccurring character, they would have to definitely pay up to get that done.
Did you? We might have talked about this before. Did you see that movie Taraji did, Straw?
Yes, it
That was
was.
Tyler Perry too, wasn't it?
It was.
I don't know what it was about that movie, but it had me cracking up. What we talking about, Jay?
My bad. I was texting somebody.
Oh, see, it's 1:32. I'm trying to hang with you. I gotta get up in the morning.
Well, I was about to go ahead and end it anyways, though. So um, we can go ahead and end it. Like I said, I'll see if we're gonna do one tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably go a little longer if I do one tomorrow because I know with that if them damn Lakers lose tomorrow, I'm gonna be on their ass. But yeah, I'll be putting it in the community in the Discord about tomorrow. But I'm glad to finally start these back up because we know this trailer is getting ready to drop and we about to have a lot of shit after that. Talia, don't worry about what that fool talking about. But I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everybody that stopped up.
All right.